Chris Barnett. And President Trump signs the measure to pay out war claims into public law.
Hafele and good evening, everyone. At least 23 sailors infected with the coronavirus are now under isolation in Guam. And the ship they were aboard, the carrier USS Theodore Roosevelt, made an unannounced stop here and is currently docked at a naval base Guam pier. It was Acting Navy Secretary Thomas Modly who broke the news during a press briefing at the Pentagon late Thursday Guam time.
So the ship is pulling into Guam. It will be pierside. No one on the crew will be allowed to leave anywhere into Guam other than on pierside. And we are already starting the process of testing on 100% of the crew to ensure that we've got that contained. The sailors who have been flown off the ship are currently doing fine. None of them have been required to be hospitalized because their symptoms are very mild. They're aches and pains and those types of things, sore throats, but nothing that required hospitalization. So they're in quarantine now on Guam.
The Navy here declined a request for an interview and in a statement said only that the carrier Roosevelt was here for a scheduled port visit for resupply and crew rest, although it had already made an extended stay in Guam just last month. The governor declined comment previously, but in her briefing today sought to allay the public's fears.
They assured me that the military will follow CDC guidelines with isolation and quarantine. I am told that none of these sailors will be permitted to frequent the naval base, and there will be a strict no contact policy between civilians and service members on Guam and the incoming ship. As the governor of Guam, I have the authority to turn away a civilian cruise vessel. That authority does not extend to vessels necessary to national security. The Admiral understands how seriously I am taking this, and he understands that my ultimate duty is to keep Guam as safe as possible.
The USS Theodore Roosevelt has a crew of some 5,500 service members, 20 of whom are originally from Guam. The ship is homeported in San Diego. Meanwhile, a local mother worries for her son, who is a sailor on the USS Theodore Roosevelt, and she says hateful comments about the ship have hit close to home. Chris Barnett has more.
Christina Schwend followed the news about the COVID-19 cases aboard the USS Theodore Roosevelt very closely because her son, Jose Luis Schwend, is a sailor on that ship. First, she says she heard 3 sailors tested positive. Then it jumped to 8 positive cases.
And I started to really worry. Yesterday, he called me, telephone call, and said they're on their way back. They will be quarantined here at Naval Base Guam. He is not coming out. So basically, he's not here.
The numbers now, 23 positive cases, and it could be climbing. Schwend said she's been hurt by social media and real-life comments about the Roosevelt coming to Guam. More than 20 sailors on that ship are from this island.
One stupid idiot said, "I hope they die." That's my son. That's my son that you just wished that on. And it hurt. I never knew our people to be so ugly. Sorry, Chris. That one really got to me. Remember that there are children of this island on that ship. And be mindful of your words, because they're hurtful. Keep them in your prayers. Be mindful of your words. I've heard some ugly, dirty comments, and I'm just like, how can you be so hateful? How can you be so hateful? They protect us. They're protecting us. I understand where people are coming from, their fear. But, you know, these guys need to go somewhere. When they say quarantine, their quarantine is, we're locking you in a room and you're not coming out until the 14 days is done. We'll check your temperature and we will make sure that if you're feeling well, you stay well. If you're not feeling well, then we're going to house you in another place that is also isolated.
She tells KUAM she has mixed emotions about the rapidly evolving situation. Schwend says it wasn't said whether sailors would be quarantined on the carrier or on Naval Base Guam, but Pentagon officials have said in national media reports the sailors will not be allowed to leave pierside. So we asked Schwend if she's worried about her boy contracting COVID-19 since it could easily be spread in the close confines of an aircraft carrier.
I'm worried, as a mother would be, should be, but I'm confident that he's healthy, and even if he did test positive, he would come through.
For Guam's News Network, Chris Barnett reports.
8 new coronavirus cases were confirmed last night, bringing the total to 45, and that doesn't include any of the sailors under isolation from the Theodore Roosevelt. In her regular briefing today, the governor announced she has signed a new executive order which formally extends the closure of non-essential business and activities to April 13. It also includes a moratorium on eviction proceedings for the duration of the public health emergency.
Over the last few days, we have been seeing an increase in positive cases. And I cannot stress this enough. If we all do the right things now, we can reduce the impact and save lives. If we don't, more people will become sick and our elderly, fragile healthcare system will be even more overwhelmed.
Meanwhile, the governor says they're expecting to receive more test kits, 500 from FEMA and another 1,000 from the CDC. The Navy has said it plans to test all 5,000 or so sailors from the Theodore Roosevelt, but the governor says they will use military resources that Guam does not have.
I do know that we have been, the president and the vice president has said that because they have now relationships with vendors, they can do now commercial testing. They've relaxed a little bit the guidelines of the machines and the test kits and so forth, but they have more tests now. And I have been talking to FEMA people. The states are starting to get them. It's not as fast as they would like it, but as soon as we get the tests, we would be able to test more people.
We also asked the governor how she was holding out through this continuing crisis. She says she's doing okay and is inspired by the many people in the community who are reaching out to others to help them. Guam Chamber of Commerce Chair Christine Boleto is glad the chamber finally got a seat at the table in yesterday's economic recovery meeting at Adelup. It's been no secret that the governor and the chamber have butted heads over the business privilege tax and a minimum wage hike. But Boleto said she hopes her inclusion in a teleconference meeting will signal a thaw in Adelup's deep cold shoulder to the business community.
There is quite a number of private sector employees that are facing payless paydays in the next few weeks. And so we're really concerned. I think from what I've heard from my colleagues in the business community, a lot of the businesses are trying to at least pay on the health insurance because that's a concern if these folks don't even have, health insurance and something, they're found to be positive and they can't seek medical treatment. So, in absence of paying them, they're paying their health insurance premiums. Some are not even able to do that. And so the other question and concern that came up is if these employees have already been furloughed or released, how can they avail themselves to the Family Leave Act, especially in light of some of these businesses won't be able to reopen. They won't have been able to sustain themselves through this period. So there's a lot of unanswered question. We still have a lot of concerns, but we do hope to continue the dialogue. Once the immediate public health emergency, is kind of subsided, and we can focus on economic recovery. But in the meantime, we're still going to, dialogue and attempt to get some local initiatives in place to help our people in the interim until this funding comes through. We're really concerned about the people out there that don't have a paycheck coming and have bills to pay. Even though there's rental assistance, even though there's talk about mortgages being held, people need to buy groceries. They need to eat. They need to buy, personal items. And how are they going to be able to pay for that?
Mileto is referencing federal aid and stimulus packages, but she says more should be done now to help workers who have been laid off or had their hours cut. She reiterated the need for early release of tax refunds to help those in need and feed the economy a much-needed cash infusion.
If there's any way that we can accelerate the payments, especially, just from my experience, January is when we get a lot of the folks who are eligible for earned income credit, a lot of the folks who are really in dire need of their money tend to file in that first couple of months of the fiscal year for their 2019 tax returns. And so, those are the ones that we need to get the money to as quickly as possible.
Mileto said the meeting was led by GITA Deputy Ricky Hernandez, GITA Board Chair David John, and Bank of Guam President Joaquin Cook. Low to no tourists coming to Guam and the possible closure of hotels permanently. The grim reality of the impact COVID-19 is having on the visitor industry. Guam Hotel and Restaurant Association President Mary Rhodes is one of the many on the front lines trying to work on strategies on how we're going to recover economically. She is a part of the Guam Visitors Bureau Task Force, providing economic forecasting information on what we could be seeing in the next several months.
Well, with the extension already, we were expected to be at 30%, and with this new extension and with flights already suspending services through April, it's probably it's gone from 30% down to almost zero arrivals. And so obviously everybody's adjusting their numbers, and businesses, you will start hearing some businesses just temporarily close in the next couple weeks because there's no reason to operate. I do know that I've already been notified by Royal Orchid that they've closed a while ago, and so they are not looking to reopen at this time. I'm not sure if they're going to be selling, but they've confirmed that with me. And then also Holiday Resort in JMSH, which operates Garden Villa, they have also indicated that they won't. They're right now reconsidering that. So between those hotels, that's very key when you're having businesses already reconsider their entire operation.
Right. Rhodes adds that the visitor industry employs about 20,000 people. Their initial figures are showing that at least 3,000 employees have been affected either by having their hours reduced, furloughs, or layoffs. You can listen to the GHRA's interview on our radio show containing COVID immediately following this newscast. Another village mayor calling for more transparency from the Joint Information Center and Public Health when it comes to informing them of what villages' COVID-positive patients are in home isolation.
I'm concerned because although I asked this during the briefing at the governor's conference, and Public Health responded that because of the privacy issue. So when privacy issues collide with the right to the public safety and their health and welfare, we're not disclosing the individual's personal data, just what they have, so that people can avoid contact with them.
And
and if they don't want to give us the names, give us by village rather than region.
And mayors like Sinahanya's Robert Hoffman and Tamuning's Luis Rivera have been calling for more transparency, pointing out that when the dengue fever outbreak occurred, they were informed which villages were affected. President Trump signs H.R. 1365 into law. The measure was introduced by Congressman Michael St. Nicholas to clear up a technical flaw to allow the U.S. Treasury to release money already set aside to pay war claims. Much to the congressman's frustration, it was in January the governor launched her local war claims payout program instead of waiting for action on H.R. 1365.
This is very good news, as what it is saying now is that we will continue with our war reparations as we said we would, and that our local war reparations program did not in any way hinder, delay, or affect the passage of 1365. So I want to tell the people of Guam, especially Armin Amkus, the war reparation will continue. Our local program will suspend, and it will be handed over now to the U.S. Treasury as what it was supposed to be from the very beginning. But we wanted to advance our people ahead of time.
According to the governor, Guam World War II survivor Irene Scambaluri was the first person to the White House called to inform her that the bill was signed. The president is also expected to send her his signing pen. The local war claims program paid 1,087 adjudicated claims, totaling $11.6 million. That money will now be reimbursed by the Treasury, while remaining claims will be paid out using the federal process. And some relief on the way for ratepayers. The Public Utilities Commission last night approved a downward adjustment to the Levelized Energy Adjustment Clause, or the LEAC. According to Consolidated Commission on Utilities member Simon Sanchez, this equates to an almost 11% reduction in the overall residential customer bill, or about $24. Additionally, Sanchez assures that power customers will not be disconnected during this time of crisis.
No one's going to get disconnected. We're going to keep power and water going. We'll figure this out on the back end. Pay if you can. If you can't, you're not going to get disconnected. Just, conserve your energy use as much as possible, because that bill does come sooner or later. Right. But we're going to give people plenty of time to deal with it.
The LEAC reduction takes effect on April 1st. Back with more news in just a moment.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
It's a celebration at Cars Plus Guam. During our Jeep celebration event, receive up to $2,000 off on the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the most capable off-road mid-size pickup truck. Customize your Gladiator the way you want it. Call 477-7807 or visit our website and get pre-approved online at carsplusguam.com today.
We value relationships because when we commit,
I love you guys until you're 80, until you're 90, until you're 100, forever.
We are in it for the long run, so you can enjoy the moments that matter. Because when we commit to relationships, we never stop caring. Calvo's Select Care, health care that is always there for you.
As our island continues to band together to protect our families and communities from the effects of COVID-19, we at GCA want to assure you that we are here for you. Should you need to contact us for any reason, you can chat with us online at www.gta.net, connect with us on Facebook, or call us at 644-4482. Families are at the heart of what we do, and we are committed to keep you and yours safe, healthy, and connected. GCA, we start with you.
Ruby Tuesday Guam is still preparing the dishes you love for either curbside carryout or delivery. Call them at 647-7828 or 647-7829 for curbside carryout service with a smile. For delivery, download the free Grab and Grub app and follow the instructions to get Ruby Tuesdays delivered to your door. Stay safe and healthy, Guam.
It's a special delivery to your inbox every week with your KUAM News Roundup, program advisories, and promotions. Sign up for the weekly KUAM Digital Digest today on KUAM.com.
Welcome back, everyone. Speaker Tina Muñoz-Barnes has called senators into emergency session. Since the governor's declaration of a public health emergency, lawmakers have been out of the office and working from home in compliance with the governor's shutdown of GovGuam and her social distancing mandates. Vice Speaker Talina Nelson had called for an emergency session to address her unemployment assistance bill, but that request was not honored. Rules Chair Senator Regine Bisco-Lee sent a letter to Speaker Tina Barnes calling for a session to be held with measures like eliminating hard copies, requiring amendment submission in advance, using fewer employees for a session, and implementing social distancing to help avoid the potential spread of COVID-19. Senator Lee said in the letter that teleconferencing a session would open up any laws passed to possible legal action because all measures passed would be through the unprecedented route of distance voting, and simply put, this is a big gamble. Speaker Barnes then issued a call to session for this Tuesday at 10 a.m. And viewer-submitted videos show that even though Manamco retirees and others were given an extra day to shop at the Arroyo Point commissary, long lines are still a major problem. The military is limiting commissary and exchange access for non-active duty and non-essential DoD personnel as a result of COVID-19 emergency declarations and social distancing measures. After long lines last weekend showed maybe Saturday and Sunday wasn't enough to accommodate Manamco, non-essential staff and National Guard soldiers not on Title X orders, a policy change was announced by the military, and retirees and non-essential personnel were given an extra day, Friday, today, to shop on Naval Base Guam. But videos obtained by KUAM show an incredibly long line at the Arodi Commissary this morning, with many of our island's elderly waiting in line outside in the sun. University of Guam President Thomas Christ says 15% of their classes are taught online, and come Monday, April 6th, that number increases to 100% as the university is transitioning to all online courses for the remainder of the spring semester. According to Christ, next week during the university's spring break week, they are conducting scheduled online training for faculty and students to learn the Moodle program. Final exams are still scheduled for May 18th through May 22nd. The university anticipates completing the semester on time, with graduates receiving their diplomas in May, and there are alternate plans for a commencement ceremony under consideration.
We want our students to be, we want them to finish, we want them to carry on, and I think particularly in this kind of quarantine situation, it's to everybody's advantage to be able to continue our educational mission by all other means. And so because we have this opportunity to continue our courses online, it seems sensible. It's certainly happening across the nation and across the world.
And the following deadlines have been extended: for financial aid, April 6th, voluntary course withdrawal, April 15th, special project and credit by exam, April 17th, and tuition payments by April 30th. In addition, UOG is partnering with KUAM to host a fundraiser via live stream telethon that will be on Wednesday, April 8th, to support emergency medical personnel responding to the COVID-19 crisis. From 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., community members can make donations through the University of Guam Endowment Foundation, the website give.uog.edu. UOG's goal is to raise $20,000, and that's to purchase meals, masks, gloves, face shields, hand sanitizer, and other on-site equipment. And finally, oral historian and longtime journalist Arlene Santos Steffi recently completed a video documentary on former Governor of Guam, Paul MacDonald Calvo. The documentary on Calvo, who was governor of Guam from 1979 to 1983, was commissioned by his children as a sign of their admiration and gratitude for all that he has done for them and Calvo Enterprises Incorporated.
He's not one to talk a lot about what he does. He prefers, I don't know if he prefers other people do it, but he just doesn't. And so it was a painstaking effort, but I kept reminding him, Governor, it's important for people to hear it from your mouth, from your perspective. And so he was very welcoming and very accommodating.
Joining Calvo in the hour-long documentary recalling the historical highlights of his administration are former Governor Joe Atta, George Bamba, Tommy Tanaco, Philip Flores, Joaquin Blas, and Peter Perez.
The prosperity actually came in during Governor Joseph Atta's period, but Governor Calvo made a lot of decisions that impacted and empowered what happened in the Atta administration. And I mean, we know it's very difficult when you have a governor, lieutenant governor, especially the way our system has it. You know, they don't always agree, right? But Governor Calvo and Lieutenant Governor Joseph Atta were magnanimous men.
Tribute Paul MacDonald Calvo premieres Saturday, March 28th on TV8 at 3 p.m. You can also catch it Thursdays and Fridays at 3 p.m. on TV11 and on GNN and Docomo TV1 every day at 12 noon and 9 p.m. And you can view Arlene's full interview with Jason Salas right now on youtube.com/KUAM News. Coming up, Dave Delgado has your look at sports. Don't go away.
I'm Bernie Valencia with Matson. Our local Matson team understands that these are very trying times for everyone. Matson's top priority, like yours, is to keep our families safe and healthy and ensure you have what you need. We'd like to give you peace of mind that Matson's service continues on schedule and uninterrupted. Matson is committed to our weekly service from the United States West Coast to Honolulu into Guam and Saipan. We are working with the Port Authority of Guam and providing the capacity and services our customers need so they can continue to meet your needs. Matson will take all appropriate measures to ensure continuity of service into Guam and Saipan. When we work together to take care of our family and neighbors, we will emerge from this as a stronger island community.
This public service announcement was brought to you by the Port Authority of Guam, KUAM Communications, and Matson.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
Dave Delgado here for KUAM Sports. Thanks for watching. Tonight on the show, we're going to hear from Anthony Salas, a.k.a. Big Tone, Guam's top power lifter, trying to find ways to stay in shape at home. It's hard for the amount of weight he puts up in the gym, but he's still managing to get things done.
Guam's own Big Tone has been pushing heavy weight in the gym for over the last 4 years. Tone holds the Guam national powerlifting records in the 275 and 308-pound divisions. Nowadays, he's putting in work at home, focusing on higher reps and endurance types of exercises.
Yo, what up, Guam? So, this is what I've been doing these last couple days. It's hard to really train here at home when you don't have the right amount of equipment. My weights only go up to 315. I'm used to going up to 700 in the gym. Other than that, we're just doing some legs today. We're even incorporating a tire. We're doing what we got to do to stay healthy. And yeah, that's about it. Let's get it, baby.
His total medal haul in the sport of powerlifting includes 6 gold and a silver. He's competed in Las Vegas and Hawaii. Tone was scheduled to do a powerlifting meet in August at the Santa Cruz Gym Californians, but will most likely have to put that on hold.
I had a meet this year. It was out there in Santa Cruz, California in August. I was supposed to do it. We were training really hard for it. We really wanted to break a 520 bench out there. But from this COVID-19, it looks like we'll be postponing. We're probably gonna do a meet out there in December in Hawaii. I love those Hawaiian people. I love competing out there with the other islanders. So more than likely we'll be doing that. And hopefully when all of this gets back to normal and the COVID goes away, we break the curve, we'll be back in the gym, killing it on a daily basis and doing what we all do. Let's get it, baby. It's Guam Zone.
In 2018, Salas set the world record for the bench with the lift of 470 pounds for drug-tested athletes in the 275-pound weight class. Most recently, Big Tone was the head judge at the Lifting in Paradise mock meet and was also a guest lifter at the event.
Be training at home and stuff like that, but just make use of what you got at home, even if it's just running around the house. Because really this COVID-19 ain't nothing to mess with. We already lost one person from our island, rest their soul. But other than that, if you need to go to the store just to get something to eat, then so do it. Other than that, just stay home, be safe, be smart about it, and let's break this curve so we can get back to our normal lives.
As our island continues to band together to protect our families and communities from the effects of COVID-19, we at GCA want to assure you that we are here for you. Should you need to contact us for any reason, you can chat with us online at www.gta.net, connect with us on Facebook, or call us at 644-4482. Families are at the heart of what we do, and we are committed to keep you and yours safe, healthy, and connected. GCA, we start with you.
It's a celebration at Cars Plus Guam. During our Jeep celebration event, receive up to $2,000 off on the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the most capable off-road mid-size pickup truck. Customize your Gladiator the way you want it. Call 477-7807 or visit our website and get pre-approved online at carsplusguam.com today.
With confirmed cases of COVID-19 on Guam, we here at KUAM Communications are working to ensure that you and your family are informed. We are updating all of our social media and broadcast platforms with the latest information from the Joint Information Center, and we ask that you share it. We also have a dedicated section on KUAM.com and our mobile app where you can find everything you need to know about what's happening with the coronavirus. KUAM will also be launching a new program containing COVID-19 on I-94 FM from 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. on weekdays. We will be live on air and on Facebook Live for the next several weeks to take your phone calls, comments, and relay the very latest information. We will also continue our nightly newscast with prime time at 6 on KUAM, TV8, and streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. Now more than ever, we need to remain calm and continue to follow the guidelines from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to practice good hygiene, wash your hands for 20 seconds, use alcohol-based hand sanitizers, and stay home if you are sick. We are all in this together to contain COVID-19. From all of us at KUAM Communications, be safe.
Why pay full price? We'll help you save. Check out KUAM deals on KUAM.com/deals for the island's hottest promos, sales, discounts, and so much more. KUAM deals exclusively on KUAM.com. Find your deals today and let us help you save.
Join us in saluting those making strides and serving in our armed forces every Tuesday on the KUAM News Instagram account. These weekly posts round up profiles of Guamanians receiving accolades in the armed forces, those stationed on Guam making a difference in our community, and veterans being recognized for their service. Presented by Future Smiles Orthodontics. Build a brighter future with a brighter smile.
I'm Dr. Del Rosario. I'm staying at work to see your children if they get sick. So please, help me by staying home and keeping your family safe.
Hi, this is Dr. Edna Santos. Please take the coronavirus seriously. How we act affects our health and everybody's health. Please, stay at home.
Hi, my name is Dr. Ray Lim. I'm an anesthesiologist at GMH. We take care of patients with coronavirus. Our job is to put breathing tubes on them when they have a hard time breathing because of that infection. My colleagues at the Department of Anesthesia do that within great risk. Please help us stay healthy. You can save our lives, save patients' lives by staying at home.
This message has been brought to you by the KUAM Care Force.
And before we close out the news tonight, our latest round of birthday shout-outs from the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club.
Okay, everybody, let us wind down this week that's been very, very difficult for all of us by bringing some sunshine to tonight's birthday celebrants on March 27th. So, happy birthday to Zayden Richard Metabusen. Happy birthday, my Zay, says Mommy, Daddy, and your brothers. P-Rose Tina Timothy, happy birthday number 5, and God bless you with many more years to come. Love you as always, from Mom, Dad, and T-Boy. Also, happy birthday from the entire family of Joanna Marie Pangilinan. All of them send their birthday wishes. And also a happy birthday number 5 to Keisha Kitachai, to our princess. Love you always, from your mommy and daddy and your entire family. It is also a happy birthday to Rain Alexander Rabe. Happy birthday to our Rain, our handsome Bubba. God bless you, and we love you. Not Y-O-U, we love you with just a U, so that means it's extra special. I love it when people use texting. Super cool. From your entire family, happy birthday, Rain. And happy birthday to Kanan Jacob Arceo, to our handsome junior man. God bless you, handsome. We love you from the family. And What would the birthday shout-outs be without getting to some belated birthdays? Because born on the 26th is Jesse Leon Guerrero Chargalov. Happy birthday number 44 to my dad from your son, Jathan, and the familia. Also, Alia De Castro was born on the 26th, and happy birthday to you from your beloved friends. And lastly, but certainly not leastly, born on March 25th, Elijah Joel Chargalov. Happy birthday to our handsome grandson. Thank you for being Mommy's awesome helper. God bless you. We love you, again, with just a singular you, from Grammy and Papa Joe. Man, that was a great list. We hope all of you stay inside this weekend, be good to each other, have a nice, relaxing island weekend, be safe, be smart, and have a wonderful, wonderful birthday.
And of course, you can be a part of the Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club by registering online on KUAM.com. Please make sure to include with your photo your name and your birthday. And it's that time of the week to announce the winner of a yummy Cold Stone Creamery birthday cake. Rosa Sayama Kitotso, congratulations. One of our reps will be contacting you on how you can redeem your cake. And that'll do it for us here on Primetime. Thanks for watching. Good night, everyone.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Green Energy Solutions, Inc. Visit GESIGuam.com or call 647-8111 for more details on how we can help your business save money.
Hi, good morning.
Well, it's Friday, and you sound chipper as always. I know that you've got a lot of